Assalamualaikum to our IMD 224 lecture, Dr. Siti Khairunisa binti Syah Abdul Muttalib. So today we would like to present our proposal about functional design of Department of Director General of Land and Mines. So my name is Fatimah binti Sarbini and here's my group members, Muhammad Firdaus bin Zulkifli, Nur Izzah binti Khalid, Nur Fahana Shabila binti Muhammad Syaiful Hamdan, and Muhammad Azrin bin Muhammad Samsuri. Here's the list of our contents. First, we have introduction. Second, we have establishing an administrative structure. Third, we have collecting information about record system. Fourth, we have deciding on a physical site for the record center. Fifth, we have constructing or adapting a building for use as a record center. Sixth, we have conducting a pilot project to manage the record of selected agencies. 7. We have establishing a full record service. 8. We have caring for record in different formats. 9. We have determining a plan for costing service. And 10. We have conclusion.
Firstly, we will talk about introduction. In introduction, we will talk about vision, mission, objective, core business, and also we will show our organizational structure. Our company vision is oversee and store data recorded for use by government sector staff. It also to manage the company's current records and semi-record. Our company will be doing disposal activities for inactive record and also will be responsible for all infected recorded data in our camp. So the mission of our company is to give easy to understand and have full admittance to the record information. Second is to promote great record executive, rehearse among government agency and offices and public association, to give progress office to storage, preservation and retrieval services. Lastly, to cultivate a closer organization with other record centers. So for the objective of our company is to control the quantity and quality of records, provide faster research and retrieval of record, lastly preserve record throughout their life cycle. For the core business, receive of record to the record center, build a capacity and maintenance of records, give reference and admittance to records, do an appraisal for records with perpetual, current record, semi-current and inactive record. Lastly, disposition of record either to move to archive or obliteration. So this is our organizational structure. First is a record manager, 5 room supervisor and 5 clerk.
Next, we have establishing an administrative structure. In our administrative structure, we have 1 record manager, 1 file-room supervisor, and 3 file clerk.
Chapter 3 is collecting information about record system. Basically, after 2 to 3 years, the organization will be sent off their records straight to archive. But after made a renovation, JKPTG can use those empty rooms for their own record center, and JKPTG can keep the 10,000 of records at least for 10 years and above.
Next, we move to deciding on a physical site for the record center. There is 3 things on deciding on a physical site for the record center. First, we need to have a location. So we are going to renovate the old record center into a new record center at Persiaran Bukit Raja, Bandar Baru, Klang. And second, we need to have proper environment control, which include CCTV camera, fire extinguisher, smoke detector, dehumidifier, automatic sprinkler system, emergency door, and fire alarm. And the last one, the important thing, we need to have equipment for storage. First, we need to have literal filing cabinet, file shelving cabinet, mobile shelving, drawer, table counter, lamp, shredding machine, chair, photocopy, computer, pigeonhole, meeting table, and the last one is air conditioner.
For constructing or adapting a building for use as a record center, we decided to renovate existing room in JKPTG Selangor main buildings instead of rent another building or area. This is the floor plan that we propose to implement for Departmental Record Center. A good floor plan is needed to ensure how the Departmental Record Center will look like. In terms of costing, basically for this part, we focus on decoration for Departmental Record Center as represented in the table.
Next is conducting a pilot project to manage the record of selected agencies. So for our company, they use paper-based record. So the strength of this method is less expensive to set up. The risk of corrupted data is much less. Problems with duplicate copies of the same record are generally avoided. The weakness of this method is lack of backup and limited security, no clear audit trails and version history. Lastly, inconsistent layout. For client feedback, positive and negative. The positive is simple to those papers in a document. So the negative is files can be obliterated or taken, and things can get lost.
For establishing a full record services, several things need to be taken into consideration, which will be explained in the next slide. This is the solution of the winners when using digital electronic base. First, quick and easy document access. Second, improve data safety and security. Third, standardized workflow. Apart from that, tentative of program also important. This is the tentative program in order to launch Departmental Record Center as can be seen in the table.
Number 8. Caring for records. Okay, now I will explain caring for records in different formats. Firstly, it's about temperature and humidity. This is to ensure that our paper records are sufficiently bent in a storage area to prevent the build-up of hazardous substances such as dust, nitrogen oxide, ozone, and carbon dioxide. Second is about theft. We use this security system in our record center because CCTV camera can record any activities, take any movement in our record center, or prevent any activities of information record theft. Third is about lighting. We use 5 anti-seize recessed linear wall washer and put it on the record center. We also use low visible light levels for light sensitive materials including paper. And number 4 is about fire control. Okay, we put this fire alarm in every room on our land office so that we can get this protection details as set out in the Record Protection Standards, which is National Fire Protection Association. And 5 is about pest control. Okay, we are not allowing any beds or tools that use poison in our record center and avoid them using a chemical that is damaging to our paper records. Lastly, it's about disaster control. To protect our records paper than any disaster, we have a disaster plan for our record center, such as to avoid from fire, we do not store our records paper with a furnace, a light, or a heater. Number 9. Determining a plan. Okay, I will explain determining a plan for costing services. All aspects of the work of our record center should be subject to costing controls. It must be potential for our staff to determine the comparative cost of the specific services they are provided. Okay, firstly is salaries and wages. The cost that we need to pay to all our staff for their salary per month is about 10,500 ringgit. This is because our staff are capable of producing dependable costs for their whole service and for all the major aspects of it. Second is about building and rental. The cost of renovation for record center is about 5,000 ringgit. We renovate it to put our record materials and prepare a special area where proper storage equipment can be located rather than standard shelving so that we can manage and keep it so well. Lastly is about facilities and equipment purchase. We will provide equipment such as signs and symbols, standard shelving for records paper, computer for storing records, equipment that needed for our staff, and security system in our record center. That costing is until about 30,000 ringgit. Okay, so this is our
Lastly is conclusion. JKPTG should promote their RC, which is Record Center, through social media, and JKPTG should play a main role to convince clients about their RC, and clients or users will not have any trust issue with JKPTG. Thank you.
That's all for the presentation of our group. Thank you.